Hello, Bert. Well, here we are again, then. The holiday's over now. But I must say we had a very nice flight. Yeah. Oh, a very nice flight. By God, we knocked back some stuff up there.
Yeah, but I don't like aeroplanes.
Oh, don't worry. You got your feet on the ground now again.
Yeah, it's nice to have my feet back on good old terracotta.
You're intoxicated. You must have been drinking non-stop on that plane. No wonder you wanted to sit with your friend here, where I couldn't see you.
Well, we're only drinking on the plane because we were frightened.
Yes, frightened that they'd run out of booze.
Oh, Fred'll be all right, Thora, love.
Well, how would you know? You've only known him a fortnight, and you've never seen him sober.
Well, all right. I'll go and see how the missus is getting on with customs. She's got about 12 bottles of perfume stuffed down her stays.
Oh, is that coarse? You would have to make friends with him.
Well, he's a lovely fellow. Do you know he's got 5 buses shops?
I know. And so does everybody else in Majorca. He's done nothing else but talk about it. Now, for goodness sake, will you try and pull yourself together? Come on, we've got to get home. You would have to be the last off the plane, wouldn't you?
Well, I couldn't help it. The thing got caught in my zip, you know, the safety belt.
I'm disgusted with you. Getting inebriated just because the drink was duty-free. Good heavens, you were in your element, weren't you? You ought to get a job on one of those planes, you know. Fred Blacklock, the flying plumber.
Ah, stop nagging, love. If I had the money, I'd fly back.
Well, the state you're in at the moment, you wouldn't need a plane to take off. Well, I'll tell you this much. If you don't stop drinking, I'm going to leave you. I've got all my luggage here, you know. There couldn't be a more convenient time. Now then, come on, if we miss that last bus, we'll never be able to get home. And we've got to get all this stuff through the customs yet. And take that hat off. You look like a drunken toadstool. Don't sit down. I don't want to pay duty on you. Oh, will you try and stand still, Freddie? You're weaving about all over the place.
Well, it's not my fault. It's the aeroplane's made all my legs wobbly.
It was nothing to do with the plane. Your legs had all gone knock-kneed by pulling corks out in Majorca. Now, here, will you try and behave yourself, because there's everybody looking at us.
Well, I see you two lovebirds are still at it, then. They've done our luggage, so I've just come to say cheerio. You know, and Thora, if ever you think of changing your butcher, I'll take care of you.
Yeah, if you want any plumbing done, don't forget, Fred Blacklock's the name. Master plumber.
All right. Cheerio, Fred, and all the very best.
And the same to you, Bert, and bonnets not chased.
Yes. And who knows, we might all meet again next year. You know, adios, woolly, woolly. Oh, and Thora, if you ever want a nice bit of rump, you know where to come.
He's that coarse. Of all the people in Majorca, you had to make a friend of him. But of course, you know what they say. Like attracts like. Well, I'm worn out, I'll tell you. And if we miss that last bus, I don't know how we're going to get home.
Yeah, well, I'll call this fella over. We're entitled to some service, you know. He's only a public servant. Hey, you, mister.
Will you shut up? You're going to get us all arrested. And I don't want to pay duty on this brooch.
Good evening. You just arrived from Majorca?
Yes, and we've nothing to declare.
Would you kindly read this notice?
Certainly.
Now, have you anything to declare?
But, yes, one silver brooch.
How much did you pay for this?
No, but £3. Didn't we, Fred?
Yeah, no, £5.10.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. I must have got mixed up with the pesetas.
I'll be back in a moment.
Hey, you. If you can't keep sober, keep quiet. This blooming holiday's cost us enough as it is.
Well, that's all right, madam. There's no duty to pay on this.
Oh, thank you.
We don't normally charge on articles worth less than £1.
Right, that's all it's worth? Why, the man told me that it was silver.
He must have meant the colour.
Is there anything else?
Oh, yes. We've got 200 cigarettes and a bottle of brandy. Between us.
Oh, well, that's all right. Now, are there any other items which you bought abroad?
Oh, well, there's, like 1 or 2 little bits and pieces. Presents, you know.
Would you mind opening this case?
Yes, I've got the key here somewhere. Well.
Oh, well, hurry up, Freddie, else we're going to miss that bus.
Well, there's too much in here, that's what it is, you know. You have to sit on it a bit, look, come on.
This would have to happen.
You push the lid down a bit, look. That's it. All right, you've got it. That's it, look. It's open now. And you have to take a few of these things. Here, this is daft, bringing an empty bottle back.
Well, that's my milk of magnesia, and it was nearly full.
Well, where's it gone, then?
All over your pyjamas and over everything in the case. Oh, look, what a mess, Freddie. And look at me nylons. The milk of magnesia sodden. You didn't put the top back on properly.
Well, I didn't even pack it.
No, but if that had been a bottle of whiskey, you'd have seen that the top was back on, wouldn't you?
Oh, you've got it open. Well, I'd like to have a look in here.
Yeah, well, I'd rather you didn't, if you don't mind. Oh, sorry.
Good grief. Well, what's this?
Well, it's only milk of magnesia.
Well, you ought to have told me.
Yes, but you see, we didn't buy it abroad.
Yeah, well, here, wipe your fingers on this, lad.
Oh, don't be so stupid, that's your vest.
I'm sorry, madam, but I must go and wipe this off.
Showing me up like this. It's always the same when you're drunk. And if you hadn't been the last off that plane, we'd have got that nice customs man up there. This one's looking for trouble. He's got nasty, furtive hands. What are you doing?
Well, we've got to show him everything we've got, otherwise there's severe penalties.
Is there anything else now?
Yes, there's lots of things. We've brought back toothpaste, soap flakes. Oh, and the wife bought these.
Well, what are those?
Spanish corn plasters.
I'm sure the gentleman isn't interested in those, Fred.
Well, I don't want you to think we're smuggling in Spanish corn plasters.
You will have to excuse my husband, but he's not feeling very well. You see, he had some tranquilizers on the plane, and I think they've upset him.
I'm all right. I haven't been tranquilised.
Well, that's all right, madam.
Oh, thank you.
No, wait a minute. There's a lot more stuff yet. I didn't tell him about those safety pins you bought.
Oh, will you get this fastened up?
Well, yeah, what he
I'm
said.
never going to miss that bus.
There's going to be trouble, you know. He said severe penalties.
Yes, and you're going to get them when we get home. Look, have you got it fastened?
Yes. Have we got the landing tickets?
We've landed.
Have we?
Yes. And if you don't shut up being daft, I'll land you one. Oh, Freddie, look at the milk of magnesia. Come on, you're making a puddle. Get that. Through 2 hours I had to wait while you got that taxi, and then another 10 minutes I had to wait until you found your key. It's time that you did something at those gutters.
Oh, we're home again, are we? Go on, I'm going to have a fag. Oh, dear. Just look here, all that rain.
Oh, not all over the carpet. There you are, you see, more money wasted. 200 sodden cigarettes. Never mind, at least they were duty-free. Who's this at 4 o'clock in the morning?
What's this then? What's the game?
Well, you said the taxi fare was £2.15. That's what I gave you, isn't it?
Well, what? Freddie, look. Since when did a 10-shilling note in England have a picture of General Franco plastered across the front of it? Oh, you must excuse my husband. He's not feeling very well. We've been to Majorca, you know.
Ah, I know. They gave me 2 threepenny bits and an handful of positos.
Well, I couldn't help it. It was dark out there. I've spent all my English money on fags. All I've got is pesetas.
Well, they're no good to me. I can't buy petrol with them. And I'm not driving to Barcelona to fill up.
I think I've got one English 10-shilling note left in here. Yes, see, I have. There. I have some more English money, but it's in there.
I'll wait.
Where is it? Wait, see here. It's a bit mucky. We've got magnesia all over it.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll wipe it on my vest.
Eh?
It's been used before. It's had a double dose of this. Now then, here you are. That's 2, 10, 14 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And the rest. Another tuppence.
Oh.
Right. Pesetas.
Good night. Showing me up like that. Fancy trying to swindle that nice taxi man.
Well, I thought I had some English money.
Well, you have. You've got £20 not for spending, for emergencies only.
I know quite a few emergencies.
Oh, I suppose there were. Accidents like tripping over your drunken friend in the gutter and having to drag him into Papitos for a drink for first aid. We've got 1 penny left.
Well, don't worry, love. I'm starting that work first thing in the morning. Do you know I've got 12 bathrooms to be fitted?
Well, thank goodness for that, because we need every bath, basin and tap. Come on, we'd better unpack this lot in the kitchen as it's in such a state.
Oh, I'm going to bed now. It's 4 o'clock. I've got to be up in 3 hours.
Freddie, how you can think of sleeping when my luggage is all covered with milk of magnesia? Come on, will you take that one in as well, love? I can't carry it, not with my bad back.
I thought that would come on now we're home. 12 hours ago you were playing leapfrog on the beach.
Oh, yes, and what were you playing on the beach? Go on, get yourself. What an end to our holiday. Everything's soaked. And nearly all my nice labels are washed off. Oh, well, never mind. I'll tell you what, I'll just take the top stuff out of this. Oh, Freddie. Fancy stealing an ashtray from Pepito's bar.
I didn't steal it. Pepito gave it to me the last night I was there. He was so sorry to see us go, he nearly cried.
Yeah, I bet he did. The money you spent there, this ought to be gold-plated. I could see the sparks coming out of his till. Just feel the weight of that. Feel it. Go on. Look. No wonder we had to pay excess baggage, and it cost us all that money.
Well, it was the only thing I had. If we had to pay excess, it was all those things you brought back.
And what about this?
Wait. A couple of our room next time won't be able to lock the door.
Good job that it isn't the bridal suite.
Well, it'll only cost a few bob to send it back.
It must have cost about 10 bob to bring it here. No wonder we had to pay all that excess baggage.
What about you? You paid 10 bob for a blooming handkerchief.
Freddie, this handkerchief is lace, you know. These aren't mothballs.
What about these shoes? You didn't have to buy them as well.
Now, you wouldn't begrudge me a pair of shoes, would you, love? Handmade and only £3. Oh, they're lovely. Wait till you see them. Look, Freddie. Aren't those beautiful? Oh, and the fussy made of me. I have never had my feet measured like that before. Of course, you don't get shoes like that in England.
Hey, I should think you don't. One's a good 2 inches shorter than the other.
You what? Let me see. Well, I won't be able to wear them like that. And he measured both my feet.
Perhaps you didn't allow for your corns.
Well, we shall have to go back again next year and take them back. So.
Yeah, well, you should have bought ready-made shoes like me. Look at them. Hey, look at those soles. Beautiful they are.
Oh, well. Oh, Freddie, look. No wonder we had to pay excess baggage. You brought about half a ton of sand back. Just look at it. All over everything. Well, I hope I don't want Spanish sand all over the floor.
Well, I'll pack it up and send it back with the key to the hotel if you like. 50 pesetas those cost me, and a better value than yours, love. Look at those soles, the way they're stitched on. Blimey, we will have to fly back.
Well, it'll take you more than 2 hours to fly back with these. They were made in Hong Kong. You see, that's more money wasted. No wonder we haven't got anything left.
Look, I've got to get to work soon, love. It won't be worth going to bed soon.
Oh, Freddie, you've forgotten to post my last lot of postcards.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll post them from here.
Well, of course it does, look. One of these were to the girls at the self-service store. They'll never believe I've been.
They'll see you suntan next time you go in.
By the time I can afford to buy more food, my suntan will have worn off.
Oh, well, don't worry, love. With that work I've got, we'll be square in a couple of weeks.
Oh, I didn't know we had any photos. Oh.
They were taken by that chap on the beach.
Oh, I say.
Hey, that's a good one of you and me, isn't it?
Oh, I say, aren't those lovely colours? Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I say, it brings it all back. This must have been taken the first day we were sunbathing.
Yes, don't you remember my nose was all red?
That was the booze. You'd never stopped it from happening. Hey, there's another photograph here, Freddie. I didn't know we had two. Is it the same?
Yeah, more or less, yes, love.
Let me look then, love. No, give up. Let me have a look. And when did this take place? No wonder you hadn't the strength to post my cards.
Well, it was that little last Beryl that was staying at the hotel. Well, it was only a friendly cuddle.
Do you call that friendly? It looks as though you've got her in a Boston crab.
Well, he was taken on the beach. There were hundreds of people watching.
I wasn't watching. It's disgusting. I suppose that butcher friend of yours has been putting you up to all this.
Oh, that's all right.
He's sex mad. That's what he is. Well, I mean, anybody can see it. I suppose it's with him handling all that meat all day. Well, we can do without this little souvenir. So that's where all your money went, eh? And I suppose you bought her quite a few drinks and all, didn't you?
No. I just bought her an ice cream.
Ah, well, you'd need something to cool you off. Making an old fool of yourself like that. But you didn't bother about me or bother to post my postcards, did you? You knew I wanted them to go.
It was nothing to do with her. I went special into town to post them cards. I was just passing Pepito's bar and I met Bert.
Oh, well, of course. That's just how it is. That's what I might have known. Never any consideration for me. I mean, there was me lying alone on the beach while you were drinking your head off with your sex-starved drunken friend. But I don't know what I'm bothering about. I mean, I ought to be used to it by now. When I was having my first baby, you were off at that darts match. I mean, there was me having your son, and you were worried about starting on a double.
I'm going to bed. I've got to get up for work.
Well, here, what about this luggage, then? Who's going to carry these cases upstairs? You're home now, you know. Now, don't be coming that. Don't be loading it like you were in foreign parts. There's no little maid here to be casting your eye at, you know. Oh, no, there's no baggage porter. And I'm not your slave, you know. Remember that.
All right. This would happen.
Why? What's the matter, love? Are you upset?
No, it's that job I was going to start on in the morning, love. It's been postponed.
Well, let's look at... They can't do this to you. I mean, they can't let you down at the last moment like this.
No, I was relying on that work, love. I wish we hadn't gone away now, all that money we spent.
Oh, well, never mind, Freddie, love. It was the most wonderful holiday I've ever had in all my life. And I'll never forget it.
Yes, but I haven't got a single job fixed. And we're flat broke.
Don't be so silly. You know very well that you've got some work to go to. We've both been a couple of mugs, really, you know. Me paying 10 shillings for a handkerchief. And there isn't even a little bit I can blow my nose on. Never mind, come on, let's go to bed. At least we can have a couple of hours extra sleep, eh? Can't we?
Hello, love, I've made a pot of tea. I'll have a bit of breakfast and then go down to the building and see what's doing. What's in the post?
Dear sir, as you have now returned from your
Oh, is
holiday...
that some work? Who's it from?
No, it's from the travel agency. They want us to book up for next year.
Bung that in the dustbin to start with.
Are you making some toast?
No, I'm drying out a few fags.
Ready.
Well, there's no need to open the door, love. I'm not going to smoke them yet.
Hey, there's no milk. That's funny. Mrs. Jackson said that the milkman would leave us some this morning. Here, you didn't forget to send her that letter, did you? To say we'd be home today.
No, I remember sitting on the beach and writing a card to her.
I bet you don't remember posting it. It's here with all these others. Oh, Freddie, I never met anybody like you who could write postcards in Majorca and post them yourself in England.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, of course it does. She was going to get everything in for us. Now we can't even have a cup of tea.
Yeah, there's some milk in the fridge.
Oh, well, I don't think that'll be much good.
Why not?
Well, it's been in there 2 weeks. Fancy turning the fridge off and leaving all the food in.
Well, it doesn't matter, look, chuck it away.
Oh, no. You might fancy a bit of cream cheese, seeing as we've got nothing else.
Hey, there's some gorgonzola on the bottom shelf there.
That was cheddar. No, if you want something to eat, Freddie, you'll have to go down to the shops, though.
What with? I've only got tuppence and a handful of ruddy pesetas.
Oh, well, you'll get some work soon.
Yeah, well, work doesn't come that easy to plumbers. I could do with a few burst pipes.
Well, there might be a sudden frost.
What, in the middle of June?
Well, don't be disheartened, love. I mean, after all, we have had our lovely holiday. Hey, here, you think of our mothers and fathers. In the old days, they used to have to stop at home for their holidays and eat bread and dripping.
No, that's all we'll have for the next few weeks, I'll tell you.
Now, don't be so miserable, Freddie. You know that we'll get more than that. And after all, love, we have been abroad. Nobody can take that away from us. I'm glad I didn't throw my son that away.
Hey dear. It's a pity we're not horses, you know. There's enough straw in that to feed us for a month.
You're be so silly, Freddie.
Well, I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since I left that hotel in Majorca.
Yes, well, there's nothing in... But, hey! What about that packed supper that they gave us at the hotel? Do you remember for on the plane?
Oh.
I've forgotten about that.
So did I.
Oh, well, you've forgotten everything that happened on the plane. Here, it's in this carrier. Look, Freddie. 2 lovely crispy rolls and some pieces of sausage.
Lovely. Crispy, did you say? It's fossilised. Blimey, it must be one of them Spanish relics.
Well, I can't understand that. They only gave them to us yesterday tea time.
Yeah, they knew we'd be hundreds of miles away by dinner time. You know, Thora, we're going to have to pull our belts in, love. You spending all that money.
Me spending it? What about you and your drinking? And all those drinks for your girlfriend, I don't doubt.
Well, that's better than you having your feet measured by some smarmy Spaniard. All you got for your money were a pair of odd shoes and a cheap thrill.
Ooh. How can you say a thing like that?
There's somebody at the front door.
Well, who's that as early as this in the morning?
Who is it?
It's that butcher friend of yours, Bert.
Well, how do you know? Can you see his face?
No, I can smell his breath. What does he want?
Well, when we said goodbye last night, he said we ought to get together again for drinks.
Well, I didn't expect him to come as early as this. Well, I'll tell you this, if he thinks he's taking you on a pub crawl before breakfast, he's got another thing coming.
Well, we'll have to let him in, love.
He's not coming in here.
Thora.
Hello, Bert. Hello, lad, Freddie, boy. Hello, Thora, love. Well, here we are again, then.
Yes, and it's been so long.
Well, I'm sorry to bust in like this, but truth to tell, I've got a lot of trouble with one of my big shops. So I want some plumbing done right away. It's urgent. So the first thing I think of, the first fella, Freddie Blacklock, my old friend.
Oh, what's the matter then?
Well, it's in the plant, you know, the cooling plant. And the mechanic said the water's not getting through because the pipes are all furred up.
Water's very hard round here.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, but you do realise I've got to get it put right away, otherwise my meat will go off. You know, I'll be in terrible trouble, see? So you will do this for me, Fred. I want the old set of pipes pulled out, you see, and a new set pushed in. Now, you'll do this for me.
Yes,
You will come right away, won't you?
Well, I'll go and get me
No,
told.
just a minute, Freddie. I mean, you've all those other jobs to consider, you know.
Yes.
Oh, but Thora, darling, this is a rush job. This is an emergency.
Ah, well, I'm afraid we charge rather more for emergencies, you know. I do hope you understand. It isn't the money, you know. No, it's just that we're letting other people down. You understand what I mean?
But listen, Thora, Chucksy, I don't mind what it costs. I'll pay cash.
I'll get me coat.
You're a good lad. Now, don't forget, I hope you've had a good breakfast, because you'll be working right through lunch, mayhap.
I do hope you'll excuse me being like this. I'm usually dressed by now, only we weren't expecting customers so early.
Oh, don't worry, Thora, love. I saw a lot more of you on the beach. That costume you used to wear. I bet you were tanned all over.
Keep your hands off the white meat, please.
Hey, that was a turn up for the book, wasn't it? Ooh. Well, I can't go to work on empty stomach, love. I'm hungry. I'm starving.
Well, try it and get through one of these. Come on.
Are you kidding? I wonder why Spain wants Gibraltar when they've got rocks like this.
Well, here, have a bit of that garlic sausage. It'll match your friend's breath.
Oh, no, if I eat that, I won't need a blow lamp. I'll be able to breathe on the pipes and solder them. No, I'll just have a cup of tea, love.
I'm sorry, love, there's no milk.
I'll have it Russian style. Oh, it's hot.
Well, you'll have to drink it out of the saucer then. English style.
I'll have to be going, love.
Come in, me old son, Bert. Good lad, Fred. There's a lot to be done. You know, well, goodbye, Thora. It's all right for you, love.
Oh, I don't know much about that. We've been away 2 weeks, you know. There's 2 weeks dusting, 2 weeks washing, 2 weeks cleaning, house to clean from top to bottom. I'm beginning to wish we'd never gone.
Well, don't overdo it now.
Well, come on, Fred, now. Holiday's over. No time for messing around with lassies on beach.
You're talking about lassies. You didn't see that, did you?
Yourself. Ooh.
Oh, she was a cracker. Don't have